Welcome back. 27 zebra and 62 blue wildebeest have made a journey of 1,250 kilometers from the Kruger National Park to the Zava National Park in Mozambique in a successful cross-border translocation. For more on wildlife conservation efforts, I'm now joined by Aruna Seepersadh from the Department of Forestry, Fisheries and Environmental Affairs. She joins us from Johannesburg. Aruna, thank you very much for speaking to us this morning. So, can you tell us what successful wildlife translocations, and in this case between South Africa and Mozambique, mean for cross-border conservation?
Thank you so much for having me and the opportunity. This is a wonderful, wonderful program that we've been running for the last 20-odd years as part of under the ambit of the Great Limpopo Transfrontier Conservation Area efforts, which is a partnership between Mozambique, Zimbabwe and South Africa. And in this partnership, we have various NGO partners as well as strong regional partners that assist us in trying to, see this vision come true. So basically, the cross-border conservation efforts aims to restore natural ecosystems that was dissected by international boundaries. And these international boundaries restrict the movement of wildlife and as I said, dissects the ecosystems. So in this process, we restore ecosystems and also allows the partner countries to jointly manage this as a bigger, broader landscape, and this means bigger impact on a landscape level for all the pockets of the TFCAs to then be able to build a stronger climate and a stronger resilience to these ecosystems. So it's quite a complex but achievable vision, and with the assistance of the regional partners in this initiative.
Aruna, were these translocations made difficult given the conflict in some parts of Mozambique at the moment?
Well, this specific area that we have translocated to is the Zava National Park. And Zava National Park is actually on the southern component of Mozambique. So it's not necessarily those areas that are affected by the current issues that are happening up there.
That's good to hear. Can you tell us how many animals and what types of animals have been relocated so far as part of this conservation effort?
We've actually relocated and translocated wildlife to Mozambique since 2001, with the first translocation being elephant, and having Madiba part of that was something really special. And since then, we have translocated to various pockets within Mozambique, which is Limpopo National Park, Maputo Special Reserve, as well as the Zava National Park at the moment, which is for the last 5 years, we have translocated from various sources around 2,300 head of game. And these from South Africa included giraffe, impala, wildebeest, zebra, and elephant, and these were around 700 from the partnership with South Africa, and then the additional amounts were donated from Zimbabwe and other private reserves, as well as reserves within Mozambique. And with the assistance of Peace Parks Foundation, which is our regional partner in this initiative, we are constantly looking at other prospects of other species being suited to the habitat, and those will be reintroduced later on.
You talk about the restoration of the Zava National Park. Sorry to interrupt you there.
Sorry, yeah.
And you were saying that that's been one of the most successful concentrations of translocations. So tell us briefly about the work just there and what visitors to that area can expect now after so much time and effort has been invested.
Yes, so as you said, much investment has gone into Zava over the past few years, and those are related to basically getting the park up and running, and related to training, equipment, use of technology in law enforcement, recruitment of rangers, which has led to good ground and aerial coverage for the park. And there's been also infrastructure development in the park with the upgrading of staff facilities. And the park also employs from the local community, so communities living adjacent to the park, as well as provides 20% of tourism revenue for the communities to a community fund. So all basically building Zava National Park to be a viable and sustainable tourism product, as well as a conservation product as well. So visitors to the area are welcome, and because the park is in its early stages of development, there are self-catering rustic campsites as well as tented overnight facilities situated along the Zava River, and approximately 200 kilometers of 4x4 route. So it's quite rustic at the moment. However, Zava has plans for commercial development, which could include 2 to 5 star accommodation options in the future, and it has the ideal proximity to the Vilanculas-Bazaruto tourism development node. So
unfortunately, we're going to have to leave it there. I do apologize, Aruna, but we do know that ecotourism is such an incredibly important aspect of sub-Saharan African tourism and economy. So we hope that that picks up and that Zava gets a lot of visitors from South Africa. Thank you very much for your time. That was Aruna Seepersadh from the Department of Forestries, Fisheries and Environmental Affairs.